Hey everyone, Tom here with another weekly Stonehearth development update. This is a short week for us in the office, so I wanted to give you just a quick update with one of the new character classes for Alpha 7, and that is the Shepherd. So here he is. The Shepherd is, well, he does exactly what he sounds like he does. His job is to find animals out in the wild, bring them back to your town, and then you can harvest them for resources and things like that. So to show you, I've got this little test world built where I have a couple of shepherds and my worker. She's building the fence, which will be the new home for our victim right here, the sheep. So to use the shepherd, you simply drag out a pasture zone. We have a new zone type called an animal pasture, and eventually we'll support all different kinds of animals: sheep, chickens, anything you can imagine. But for now, in Alpha 7, we're starting out with sheep. So I drag out the zone, and it is the shepherd's job to first find an animal for that pasture. There happens to be one right here. Charms the animal, and now he'll bring her back home. Right. And now the shepherd is out looking basically for another sheep. So in this test world, it's a little bit randomized where the shepherd will go to find these sheep. He basically just sort of wanders around until he finds one. In the actual game, the shepherd will go out sort of into the wilderness away from your town. And look, he's found one, right? So here we go. He approaches his prey. Right. And now he's got these two little fluffy guys following him, and he'll take them back to the pasture. So the interesting part about this is the fence. The shepherd is going to drop these guys off into the pasture, but once they're dropped off, of course, they'll stop following him, and they'll wander off on their own if left to their own devices. So that's the reason for the fence. Right, so what you saw there is the shepherd sheared the sheep and got some wool from it, and our fence isn't completed yet, so pretty soon now he will notice that one of the sheep has left the pasture, and he'll bring him back home. Right, so here he goes. He's like, "Sheep, get back here, you don't belong out there." And of course I set this up intentionally just to show you the way the whole feature works. Ideally you would build the fence and then build the pasture so you wouldn't have these sheep shenanigans. Right, so I mean, that's the shepherd. You can imagine having not just pastures of sheep, but having pastures of chickens, or you could like either harvest the chickens themselves or sheep. These are naughty sheep. Oh, he's going back. Okay. So this is the way we want you to be able to have not only a food supply, but a material supply for crafting. You know, wool from sheep, maybe eggs and feathers from chickens, all kinds of good stuff. Well, it looks like these guys are staying put for now. Thanks for watching. We'll be back in the new year with more updates. Hope everyone had a great 2014. Okay, thanks for watching. Bye.